Yo, what's up, family? Welcome to the Jump Podcast, another Friday night edition. That's right. The cast is all over the place tonight, so we're only going to have Mr. on with me tonight. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out. Who's on the cruise right now. Shout out to me, myself, and I. That's right. And we'll be right back, y'all. After our intro, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh
No one's safe. Yeah. Welcome to the Jump Podcast once again. And bringing in my partner for the night, man. I can't wait for this one. This episode here, we're going to be talking the dark side of dating a younger woman. Do men want a used car or they want a new car? Let's hit it, man. Let's bring in my man right now. What up, Kobe? What's going on? Kobe, what's up with the face, bro?
We gonna get this hot and bothered. We gonna keep this straight on. I'm hood right now. We gonna
right
keep
now?
this straight. We gonna keep this straight to the point, and I'm just gonna let you know that it's hoodie Kobe right now. So just letting you know,
Hoodie.
it is it's hoodie Kobe. Yeah.
So we had an interesting conversation the other day, and we're gonna ask, and you said, we're gonna make a podcast out of it. And I said, all right, let's do it, man. So do men want used cars or they want a new car? Go ahead and explain that one, Kobe, for those that are kind of interested in what do you mean about a used car?
It ain't
Old
about
car.
who's kind of interested. It's about the people that could pick up on it. You get what I'm saying? So we want to keep it PG, below PG. So since it's man's night, there's no ladies on the panel. We're gonna talk about this, right? And what we're gonna talk about is the fact that we have men that like a new car, a car that nobody's touched before, nobody's been behind the seat, nobody's broken it in. It's not broken in. In other words, you the one that run up the mileage. You teach the car and you learn your car and you see how it drifts to the side and you train your car and that first breaking in period. And we have people on the other side of the spectrum. Men on the other side of the spectrum. I imagine I'm on the dais with one that rather, you know what? I don't want to go through the pain and the agony of training my car. I don't want to train my car. I want another guy to go through the hassle of changing that first oil at 5,000 miles. And then the next one at 15,000 miles, check the shavings. And I don't mind. I could come behind him, even though his butt print is going to be in my brand new leather seats. It doesn't bother me because he dealt with the issues that the new car might bring. It's not a necessity. It's not even necessarily going to happen, but I don't want to deal with that. And that's what we're talking about today.
It seems to me that this new car, an old car, it's like you're talking about people. Now, let me say this. I'd rather have an old car than a new car because a new car is going to bring you a whole lot of problems. You don't know the car. You trying to learn the car. At least the old car, its ins and out, bro. It's like, why you want a new car for?
Evens. And I don't mind. I could come.
So wait. You're telling me, you're asking me. This is what you're asking me, buddy. You're asking me why I want to be the first person to get the mileage up on my car? What man wants another man to drive their car? I don't want to go down the street in my new car or I don't want to let's just say I don't want to go down the street in my car and see another man that owned the car. That I would want to throw up. I don't want to deal with that. But you're telling me that you have no problem with what happens if somebody walks up to the car and be like, oh, I had this car before. I rode the hell out of it. How many miles was on it? I got it up to 75,000, baby. Yeah. That was my car. I'll let it go.
But wait a minute. What is wrong with an old car? What is wrong with polishing it, fixing it the way you want it to be? What is wrong with that? Why you have to get a new car? Getting a new car, like I said, is problems that you don't know. At least with an old car, you know the problems. You know the seats need to be fixed. You fix it. You know the engine needs to be tuned. You tune it. And it's cool. You put some rims on it. You show a little love and affection. And that car could run better, much better than a new car, bro.
So basically, you're telling me you don't have no problem with another guy taking your car that you own now and saying that he ran the hell out of it. He raced the hell out of it. Sometimes he even changed the oil on it. So you're telling me that you don't mind someone else controlling your car, which me, on the other hand, I'm talking about, I'd rather be the person that break that car in.
Listen,
and no one else touched that car.
Listen, it doesn't matter what that car been at before it got into your hands.
Who says?
What's in your hands is in your hands.
Who says?
I don't care if Ford put their hands on it and they put the things together. Shoot, how many cars I had before I had that car? You know what I'm saying? So who cares?
So
Very
basically,
few people buy a car that's brand new. Okay, buying a car that's brand new is cost money. The same thing with relationships. It costs money. And it's always good.
You're a grown ass man.
What?
You're a grown ass man. You can afford it. You work hard all your life. You can't afford a freaking new car.
Maybe I don't want a new car.
So you want to go behind somebody
depending
else.
on what year you want the car, depending on what style the car is. It depends, Kobe.
So you telling me you don't mind another man owning your car previously, as long as you got it now, huh?
Yeah. Why not? And you can't help. You can't help, sir, where that car been at before it got into your hands. It's like the car is not picking an owner, and if it does pick an owner, like as long as that owner is an owner that's responsible, is taking care of the car.
So you know the nigga that had the car before. Yeah. You know the nigga that had the car before. So you're telling me that you knew the previous owner of your car?
No. Who knows the previous owner of the car?
Oh, so how do you know that they took care of your car that
You
now
don't know
own?
till you got the car in your hands.
No, you know by what the car tells you. You don't know exactly what happened. The car is going to always see. There's this thing. Cars tend to tell you that it's always the owner, and then we find out after we buy it. Well, y'all do because y'all buy used cars. I go new. That oh no, the car was already breaking down and had all types of stuff wrong with it. The diagnostics is wrong. But you found out after the fact. And what can you do? So
There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things you can do.
What can you do?
You can fix it. And if you don't know how to fix it,
why am I going to fix somebody else's problems?
Understand it and what?
Why I want to fix somebody else's problems? I didn't cause it. That's why you buy a new car, so you don't have to worry about somebody else's problems. And also, it comes with a goddamn warranty. So it's fix it or give me a new one.
You know what, Kobe? You be wilding because number one, even the old cars today look and feel better than the new cars. All right. I don't want a new car because that's new problems, sir. There's problems you don't know. You can't figure it out when it's really
a new
time.
car. Wait, you get more problems from a new car than you do from an old car?
Yes, absolutely.
Why? Because the previous owner of the old car figured out the problems.
How many companies have called a recall on a new car?
They call it on an old car. How many cars?
Old car, it was actually you fix it and it'll run you 10, 20 years better than a new car. You got it.
No, it's been ran 10, 20 years before you got it. I don't want a car that's been ran 10, 20 years before I got. I like fresh, new car smell. Do you smell?
If you got an old car, you get some air fresheners. It'll smell good, just as good. I got an old school car looking beautiful. It's been other owners has had it. So what? How many cars have you sat on? How many cars have you sat on? You know what I'm saying? How many cars you sat on?
It doesn't matter how many cars I'm buying it. A car doesn't buy me, like you said. I picked the car. I don't give a rat's ass about who the other owner was. You know why? Because I'm not getting a car that had a previous owner. You get a car, and the problem is, there's another problem. You in that car, and only you and one more person could get in, because usually when you get a car, a used car, 2 seats is taken permanently.
Well, you know what, sir? I don't want a new car because the old car ain't nobody want to sit in it. And that's what I don't want. I don't want people getting a ride with me. Leave my old car alone. Let me enjoy it. Let me ride with it by itself on a Sunday afternoon. Let me clean it. Let me polish it. Let me care for it. Let me love it. And nobody wants it. And that's what you want. A new car, everybody wants it. Everybody want to jump in it.
Everybody do. Everybody do want to get in my new car. And that's why I like it, because I got it. I own it. You get the look you can't touch. That turns me on. That turns, ooh, it does something to me to know that I got it and nobody else got it. Ooh, it feels so good. I know you don't know about that feeling. You don't like that feeling.
You know what? You need a medical doctor, bro, because there's something wrong with you tonight. I don't know. The new car thing is just getting you too excited, bro. I don't get it. Let's go into some comments here. Let's help out this conversation here I'm having with Kobe about a new car. If you
It ain't a
guys know what we
conversation.
mean. It's a conversation. What it's a big conversation because me and you had a conversation with Stitch the other day, and we said, "What is wrong with a new car?" The new car, like I said, everybody
Get it
wants it.
straight.
You not guaranteed that new car is gonna last like an old car. The old car, even though you're the last owner or the fifth owner or even the second owner, the thing is, it's your car. You have to love it. You have to take care of it. You have to polish it. You get new parts for it all the time when it breaks down.
I like to get a new car, and let me talk to you real slow. I want a new car. I'm gonna pay the cost to be the boss and have a new car. And you know what? While I have my new car, I don't have to worry about it breaking down. And if it does break down, I'll just get another new car.
Like
See,
Stitch
y'all,
said, and I want to give a shout out to Stitch here. He's saying here in the comments, if you don't treat your car good, it will fail you. And he's absolutely right.
I don't
The
care.
old cars is
A new car, you don't
guaranteed.
have to worry about that.
And how many old car? What? Let me ask you a question. How many old school cars have you seen out in the street? They are beautiful. A whole bunch. They got beautiful paint jobs. They look good with the rims. The engine sounds crazy. The mufflers sound loud. With the
They
new
got work.
cars like the Teslas, they look good. They got little features in there. But
First of
once it
all,
breaks down, you might
no
as well
new,
throw it out, bro.
no old car can beat a Tesla. That's
You
number
crazy.
one.
Those
No,
Teslas
no, no,
break
no, no, no,
down
no. You
more
cannot
than
beat a Tesla.
anything in the world.
Like I said, you can't beat a Tesla. On the road, you can't beat a Tesla. That's number one. Number two, those old cars, like you said, they always in the shop and they gotta get parts because their parts, they
Ne-
gotta get new parts because
Negative.
their old parts broke off. So
Negative.
now they gotta go to the body shop to get a new part so they can look good. Other than that, they gotta get look good. They gotta get new paint. They're gonna have to do all types of work. A
Hmm.
new car, you don't have to do that. I don't want
Well, the
no.
new cars
I
come with
want.
warranty. The old cars also come with warranty. And thank you to Rachel up in there. She put that up. You tripping. And people don't come with
I don't
warranty.
want no
Thank you to Stitch.
old car. What
People
old
don't
car
come
come with
with
warranty?
warranty, bro.
No, no old car come with no goddamn warranty. That car you're gonna have to fix, and it's most likely something that the previous owner broke. I do not want to be responsible for what the previous owner did. I don't have no. Matter of fact, you be grabbing these new cars and then you look at it and then you get overwhelmed. You get the old car, and I know you're the type. You are the type. You get an old car, and what you do is you look in the back seat and you see that it got luggage that came with the car, and you accept it. You accept it. You one of those accepting people. I'm not
I'm not.
accepting a
Listen,
luggage with an old car. I
and
want
you,
all
sir,
my
want
seats.
a brand new car that looks good. And like Stitch said, the code can be a Tesla. Well, I don't know if he meant that, but
I'm not paying him any mind because he has two. First of all, he's a troll. He has two freaking pictures of people on his profile. That tells you what type of troll he is. So you
and
know
he
he
said it
likes
right.
old. He likes old vintage things.
And
I
what's
know
wrong
him
with old
personally.
let's what is wrong with old vintage things? Now let me ask you a question. Let's get out of the car situation and let's get into some real education here. So you got an older woman. Would you
Who?
trade that older woman for a younger woman?
Who?
You.
Hell no. I wouldn't have an older woman. What am I going to do? What am I going to do with that? We're going to sit back. I need something. First of all, what is an older woman going to? I can't do an older woman. All an older woman can do is tell me where the younger girl is at. Get the hell out of here. What the hell I want a freaking older woman for? That's a waste of my time. They falling apart.
The older women are much better than the younger woman.
In what?
In everything.
In what?
In everything. In
what?
Nurturing. In
nurturing.
Building a relationship.
How? If they knew how to build relationships, they wouldn't be old talking to me. They were having a relationship already. What are you talking about? They can't. They don't have relationships. What happened is, since we're going for, we were talking about cars, but let's be real. These broads go through their 20s and 30s getting smutted out. Then they want a relationship at 40 after they had Pookie and Ray Ray and Jamal's kid. I'm not dealing with that. I'm Jamal.
Listen, Jamal. What you saying is you don't want an older woman because the younger women are better? That's what you're telling me, sir?
Yes.
Now, yes. I'm going to say this as a man.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say this again.
Don't say it as a man. Say it. I'll call you out. Don't do that.
No. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
I'm a man that likes older women.
Why?
Now, I don't want one with crutches. I don't want one that's 80.
Why?
I want somebody my age or around my age. Number one, their mentality, it's much better than a younger woman.
Because they've been dogged out.
A younger woman is focused on what they can get out of you as an older man.
I'm fine with that.
As soon as they get what they want and you get sick, buddy, they're out the door. They're not going to stay there. They're not going to help you. They're not going to care for you. And they're sure not going to be by your side. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women, they're going to look at this, are going to agree with me that the younger women don't even know how to wipe their butts. Don't even know how to douche.
That's what an old woman is going to tell you so you can stay away from a young woman because a young woman beats them in every way imaginable. I'd rather train a woman to know what I like than have her being trained to know what another guy likes and then translate that to me. Plain and simple.
We need a medical doctor for you, bro. There's something wrong with you.
No, it's
wrong.
Y'all been raised by these single mothers.
And what's wrong with that? And what's wrong with that?
The problem is this: you haven't been around masculinity, so therefore you don't know what masculine is. A masculine man does not want nobody to be with their woman. You probably, would you sit there and watch your girl get stroked?
But
by another man?
No.
Oh, I know that.
No
so
way.
Therefore,
Absolutely
why would
not.
you want to even know that she did it? You have a girl with this is another thing that a lot of men just don't realize. A man that has a woman and then has a woman that had a child with another man, but you're man enough to take care of their kid. You do realize that's a reminder every day you're with her. Every damn day. Every damn day.
It takes a real man. It takes a real man to take the responsibility of not only being a man, of being a father, and being things happen. Things happen. What is wrong with being a stepdad? What is wrong with being a stepdad? Some stepdads are an amazing, better than the real dad. If the real dad up and left, hey, my man, you lost out. I'm
You're
gonna
a
come
crash
in
dummy.
here. I'm gonna love this queen the way she needs to be loved, and I'm gonna take care of her seeds like if they're mine. What is wrong with that? And
You a
only
step
only
crash
the older
dummy.
women, right? The older women will support you and help you in raising that kid and not ever say, well, that's not your kid. You know, the younger woman will do that. Yeah, that's not your kid. You can't discipline that kid. That's not your kid. But yet you paying for everything.
A younger
So
woman, I'm not dealing with a younger woman with a kid. I'm not dealing with
how
another
many
guy's
women today?
child.
How many women today, sir,
Go
have
somewhere
kids?
else. Go somewhere else. There's
It's
a lot of women.
unrare
They
that
are
you will
not
get into
born.
a relationship today and the woman does not have a kid. And you know the older
I
they
don't know where
are,
you go.
you
I don't know.
know they're gonna have kids.
Exactly. So why you going to these old broads with 20 kids? Why? Get a younger girl without kids. There you go. And keep that. You know what? This is what I wanted to see. I love this. Let's address the people in the room. A man cannot train a woman. All right, sir. Nah, don't do that. No.
Nah, okay, let's put
No,
it back up.
no,
And he's
leave
absolutely
it up.
right. He is absolutely right. A man cannot
tell me why.
train a woman. They are not dogs. They're not your pet. They're your partner. So you
She's not
treat
my
your
partner.
like a partner.
She's not a
So
partner.
she got kids. So what? Maybe the man got kids.
She's
Would
not a
you
partner.
want that woman you with
She's not a partner.
to
She is
treat
subordinate.
your kids a certain type of way? It's the same thing.
She's
It goes
not a
both
partner.
ways. It goes both ways. And why would it not
Not
be
a
a partner? I
She's
got to
not
hear
a
this
partner.
one.
She is subordinate. You know why? Because I am responsible for the relationship. The protection comes to me. I have to cover her. I have to pay for the whatever that needs to be paid for. She gets to keep what she do, or it's just a frivolous expense that she gets to accumulate. I have to take care of that. Therefore, we are not partners. We're not partners at all. As a matter of fact, like I said, I'm a dictator. We are in a benevolent dictatorship. I'm benevolent.
You got part of that right. You got part of
there
that
you
right.
go.
The dick
There
part.
you go. You know why? Because
You got the dick part right. Why you be listen? Why you think like that, bro? Why do you think that you are the ruler of the house, man?
That
doesn't work anymore.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
I would love to know.
It worked for hundreds of years. Why did it change all of a sudden?
It didn't work. It didn't work.
So the human race hasn't.
It didn't work.
The human race hasn't gotten this far. No. Tell me.
It hasn't gotten better. It hasn't gotten better.
We've gotten better for every generation except for this one. This is the only generation that we're going in a deficit for actually population. What are you talking about?
You blaming the women for that? And you blaming the women for that?
No, I blame the men because they're not man enough to take ownership and leadership. I'm a leader. I'm a man. My 4 sons, you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, will be men. Men.
Well, that's a good thing. You definitely got to treat, your house as you the head of the house. Yes, it's biblical, but at the same time, you cannot treat your queen the way Kobe is telling y'all.
She is not a queen.
You cannot run your house with an iron fist. It's not going to work.
Not a queen.
How many divorces are there out there because of that mentality, sir? A whole bunch.
I have said, and I will repeat it again. She is not a queen until she gets with me as a king. Every man is not a king. Every woman is not a queen. You have to earn that spot. Absolutely.
Listen, I'm gonna read a
Wait,
comment right now with Stitch.
Stitch says it is hard to get a younger woman that hasn't been with someone. Most of the time,
I wonder what happened to Kobe there. I didn't do it. But Stitch is saying it is hard to get a younger woman that hasn't been with someone. He's right. The most of the time when they both are in school, that you are find someone that hasn't been with another man. It is absolutely right that what he's saying. It is hard to find a relationship right now that your partner it hasn't been with somebody else. It is hard. The thing is, you got to let that go. You can't bring that into your relationship because men and women have been with other people. Unless you're super young, like in your tens, and we hear stories of younger women pregnant at the age of 15, 16. You could be 19, you could be 20. You have to find somebody your age so you can build. You have a foundation. You're not a babysitter. A lot of these young women look for older men because they want, okay, one thing, and that's for that man to take care of them. They want them to do for them the nails, the hair. They don't know how it is to go out. They don't know how it is to work, to take care of your family, to help your man grow. That's a relationship that is toxic and you don't need it. What you need is somebody to grow old with, to have the same dreams, to have the same visions, to plan your future. Women are good on planning futures. They the ones they'll take your paycheck and put something inside for a rainy day. Men spend their money. I know my woman takes care of the household as far as paying the bills. I go ahead and I make the money. But I trust in my partner that she's going to do the right thing. I trust in my partner that the money ain't going to go somewhere else. Let's bring in back Kobe. I don't know why, but let's bring in back Kobe here and let him go ahead and read this, what Stitch is saying, and let's carry on here. Go ahead, El Maestro.
I'm not going back into that crap. First of all, let's go back to what he said previously. He said that you cannot train a woman. So, if that was true, I know the mind state of these type of people that say stuff like that. And what we need to understand, that just your mind state needs to change because there's so many holes in that argument. It's ridiculous. So if a man can't train a woman, why do women go to work?
They go to work to help out the house.
No.
It's part of their job also to take care of the house. It's not only the man that has to take care of the house, sir.
Why
It's
do
a
women?
family. It's a family.
If women can't be trained, why do they go to work and listen to their boss that trained them?
Don't the man go to work and listen to his boss?
We're not talking about women and men. We're talking about just women right now. What did he say? Don't jump.
He said a man cannot train a woman.
Don't get off topic. Stay on topic.
All right, we're gonna stay on topic. Can a man train a woman? Absolutely
he said a
not.
man cannot train a woman. Yet and still,
You just said that a woman can be trained because she gets up and go to work every day. You think she wants to go to work every day? I know that they don't. But she was trained to do that. And then also, let's go a little further. For a little piece of change, this woman, minimum wage, what's minimum wage now? $15? Whatever. Let's say $15. We don't need to know exactly. Let's say, you know what? Let's give her 20. So for $20, she sat down, listened to the man that told her, you sweep this floor at 10 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, I need you to file this and listen to the phones. 12 o'clock, I need my lunch, and it needs to be ordered for the office by this time so it could be here by 12:30. Do not, I repeat, do not be late. And then you can't go nowhere until 5 o'clock. And she listens. And she gets up the next day without being told that again and does it automatically, autopilot. But
Kobe.
Women can't be trained.
Women, not all bosses. I'm gonna put up what Ron Stitch said. Not all bosses are men, and he's absolutely right. How many successful women have run major companies without a man on their side? How many women are forced to raise their kids by themselves? A whole bunch. So
No.
what you saying is a cracker jacks.
So basically, so you're telling me no man told a woman what to do and she listened. That's what you're telling me?
I'm not going to say that, but what I am going to say is a woman next to a man is complete. And the same thing with a man. A man is complete with a woman. A man could run a business, all right? And there's plenty of men that have run businesses and have run it to the ground. But there's plenty of men that have good women by their sides, sir, and be very successful. Very successful.
Name
and I say
them.
that it takes a team of a man and a woman. There's no
I say it
in
takes
team.
a team of a man and whoever he picks to do it.
There's something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you. You need to go to a shrink.
So basically, you're telling me that just because technology, or rather the last 50 years, occurred, that previously it didn't work. Society did not work because women did not build society.
Let me ask you a question. Mother and father, the son, who do they love more, their mother or their father?
The father.
Negative, the mother.
Ask my kid.
Why is it that Mother's Day is bigger than Father's Day?
Because are you serious? I shouldn't even have to say that. It's publicized.
Father's Day will get a pair of underwear.
Advertised.
Mother's Day, you better take him out to dinner and give him flowers.
So you're saying that women,
because a woman has more. Father? A woman does more. A woman nurtures. A woman gives birth. You know what is it to give birth, especially to twins or triplets, bro?
How many times is twins and triplets born? See, you're taking things that are a small, minute occurrence and blowing it up. Twins and triplets is not a majority of how people was born. And even then, it doesn't matter. If a single mother, the reason why we have these YNs now is because of single mothers. Because if there was fathers inside the house, these kids do not go to jail.
And you blaming the mother for that? Are you blaming the mother for that? Everybody makes choices, right? You could raise a kid very well. You could raise a kid with a mother and father in the house. The kids are going to decide what they want to do at a certain age. You cannot blame no parent, the mother or the father.
Yes, you
can't blame them.
That's
you got to blame the kid. You got to blame the kid.
Problem.
You got to blame the kid.
Problem. That's
what
the
is
problem
the problem
now.
What's the
That's
problem?
The problem.
You're right. It's a big problem. You got to take accountability for what you do, your actions. You can't keep on blaming everybody. You can't keep on blaming society for racism, and that's gonna hold you down.
We're not talking about racism.
How many? The first black president.
What does that have to do with kids?
He was a kid at once.
What does that have to do with single mothers and single fathers?
Because you saying that you blaming the mother because the mother is raising the kid.
I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you.
It is not facts, sir. It is not facts.
79% of the children that are getting arrested only had a mother.
Why? Because the father bounced. But you cannot blame the father for bouncing for what actions you done.
I didn't blame anybody. I'm just telling you. I'm just stating facts.
All right. Let's do facts. How many great
That's all I'm doing.
Are they out here today that was raised by their mother? A whole bunch.
79% of the people that's in jail.
Kobe. You know what? Let's read this. Let's read that comment. Let's read. Go ahead, Kobe. Read that comment because that's directed right to you, sir.
So everything you have ever done wrong in your life is, hold up,
your parents' fault. So everything you have done in your life,
said your life, it's your parents' fault. I didn't say that. You came to that conclusion. I said, and I will repeat, 79% of the people that go to jail has been raised by single mothers. I didn't say that. Now you're coming to that conclusion that it's because of single mother. I'm just telling you a fact.
And here's another one. Here is another one. How many killers have two parents in the household?
In the black community or in general?
In general. In general. It's not pick one race. In general. Let's not go there, all right? Let's not do that, Kobe. Let's not get banned, all right? Let's not get banned.
So, how many killers have I don't know the statistics on that. I will have to look that up. I'm only telling you statistics that I know. Statistics, not statistics. Statistics. And
so everybody that's doing wrong in jail, are you saying because they were raised without two parents and because they were raised by one parent,
I will repeat
they're in jail because of that?
I will repeat.
Or is it because they're in jail because of the decisions they've made and the choices they made in life that you can't be blaming the next person?
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay, let me answer. 79% of the people that are in jail was raised by a single mother. So that means
bullcrap.
21% of them had either a single father or was raised in a double parent household, or was raised with no children, raised with no parents. That's a large percentage. So there's three categories fit in. No, you're going to let me talk. Three categories, fit inside 21%, and only one category fit inside 79%.
You make it sound good, Kobe, but I don't think that's true, bro. I don't think that's true, bro. I'm going to say it again. It is the individual that makes the decision of how their life is. You can have a mother that's busting her butt, or even a single father that's busting his butt to raise a kid.
No, you're wrong. The statistics on single fathers.
Adobe Premiere Pro. The first thing you want to do.
The statistics on single fathers and the statistics on two parents are the exact same. They are identical. So you either have two parents or you are raised by your father, and you will have almost the same outcome.
Kobe, you're gonna have to hire a bodyguard, because there's gonna be a few people after you after tonight's show.
The truth hurts. I told you I had my hoodie on today.
Yeah, I see that.
Don't play with me.
You wasn't playing either. I think you need to block out the camera when you say these things, because what you saying, sir,
don't play with me.
I don't know. I'm gonna say it again, man. There's a few things going on here in this podcast tonight. You know, is it cool to date a younger woman, much younger than you?
Absolutely.
Is it cool to have a new car and F the old cars? And if you're a single parent raising your kids, what Kobe just said, not I. Actually, let me put up this disclaimer, all right? Because I am on your side, y'all. That Kobe said that because you're a single mama, that your kid is going to end up in jail. Kobe. It's not a cop-out, sir. It's not a cop-out.
That's the cop-out.
What is the percentage of an African-American men who raises their children? It's very few.
Oh, right? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. It is not very few. It's as actuality, in all actuality, they have had a study on this recently as 2024. Black men has been the best of all nationalities with dealing with raising their kids. Look it up. It's in Essence. Essence.com. Black men has been the best, I repeat, have been the best at raising and rearing their children in all the nationalities. We are number one. And I will repeat, men in general are equal to single men in general are equal to dual parent households as far as outcomes with children.
Kobe, something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you, bro. Single black fathers. That's what she put up. So she wants to ask you, is it single black fathers? Now, I'm going to say
what is
this.
The percentage? I don't know the percentage of single black fathers, but I do know that they had a study on it, and I do know what they said. And you could go to Essence, you know, a certain type of woman's guide to the universe, their Bible. Go to Essence and take a look at it, because they'll tell you we are number one in rearing our children. Now, if a man can't deal with the mother that he had the child with, he's not going to chase her down. It's not his job, which they think and believe that is their job, the man's job, to fight to be in the kid's life.
But the same thing with a woman. A woman ain't going to fight for the man to be in the child's life.
Yo,
the man should be wanting to do it. And a lot of men don't want to do it. A lot of men be like, okay, I had the baby. I'll give you some money and I'll see you later.
If I told you that I wasn't going to have a child with you and you decide to have the child, how is that? Yet and still, if I have if you get pregnant and I say I want to have the kid, you could go and terminate it. There's nothing that I can do. Am I right?
You're right, but that's harsh.
That's no harsh. But. Life
because
is
if
hard.
You sleep with somebody,
life is hard.
You should sleep with somebody. Number one, you shouldn't be sleeping around. You should be married. That's number one. Number two, I understand the young folks don't understand. As you get older, you want to settle down, whatever, and you have a kid. You still have a responsibility, woman or man. It takes two to lay down. You know, I know situations when a man is sleeping with a woman and the woman takes off and the man steps up. I applaud those people. Any single parent that has to deal with a child by themselves, that is a hard situation. Not only you got to make sure the kid is fed, clothes, have shelter, you got to make sure that kid goes to school. You got to make sure, even though you send that kid to school, you got to work because there's no support there. You're doing it by yourself. And to blame either a woman or a man that you're single, raising the kid, and your kid ends up in jail or whatever, it is not your fault. You've done the best you can.
How the hell? No.
Yes.
I am not going for it. We are not doing that. We're not doing that here. We are not going to freaking go and do that. I'm tired of hearing, well, black men or matter of fact, just fathers in general. Oh, well, they don't want to be with the woman. They ducking out. And then when a woman raised a goddamn child and he's a demon, he's on demon time, she did the best she could. No, she didn't. Her job was to be with the father so the father could be a father. That's on her. No, I'm not giving her a pass. No.
And why you would not give her a pass or him if the other person couldn't handle. People have emotional breakdowns and people just get to a point where they're like, yo, I'm done with this. I'm down. Now you leave that situation to somebody else to handle it. What is wrong with you, Kobe? You on some bullshit today, Kobe. Look, Kobe, this is for you, bro. You got a fan there, and she letting you have it today. Kobe, you sound like an angry man. Kobe, you need a hug, bro. Kobe needs a hug. Somebody give Kobe a hug.
Are you done?
I'm done. Go ahead. Because you sound crazy. What you trying to say is...
You done or you finished?
No, I'm not done. And I'm definitely not finished. Because you, sir, got a mentality that you saying, number one, you're saying that a woman has to be lead. That you have to train them like they're a dog.
She has to be led to a place that she has to deal with me. She doesn't have to be led. Honestly, no, she don't have to be led. She just won't be with me. What?
I'm pretty sure after tonight, nobody want to be your friend, Kobe.
I doubt that. You know why? Because women want a man that's going to be a man, that takes charge, that absolutely and unequivocally is responsible for what he does.
But
I
wait a
will
minute.
be held responsible for everything I said, and I'm happy for it.
As a man, though, as a man, you have to show and prove. You have to lead by an example in your household. And that's how people follow. If you're a good man and you work, and no matter what comes your way, you stay there. You stay there.
And who taught you that?
Me, myself, and I. And tell you the truth, my mother told me that. My mother told me that because my father was a coward and he walked out. And my mother became the mother and the father. And a great mother and a great father she was to me. And I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk.
Wait.
I'm a man that appreciates the woman more than ever because a woman raised me. I saw my mother suffer and working and bringing home the bacon.
You don't think that's
a problem? And me as a kid, I would put the groceries away. I would do good in school. I would take care of my brothers because I am my brother's keeper. And I did it. If he was to die today, God forgive me. If he was to die today, I would not shed a tear.
Use another example.
But if my mother would die, I would shed a tear, and probably my whole life will be upside down. But I tell you this, another thing, I can't not blame my mother for the things, for the wrong path that I went through. I have to blame myself.
Why not?
Because I'm controlling my life, sir. I am controlling my life.
So
God gives you a gift, and it's called free will. It's called free will.
Control
free will. In other words, you could do and say what you want to do, and the consequences is on you. I can't blame nobody but myself.
So you're telling
me all those kids, they're out there doing wrong. You can't get caught and go to jail and blame your father or blame your mother. You got to blame yourself. And that's why it's important to establish the foundation in your house. Either you're a single parent or you're a couple. You put the foundation, and hopefully that foundation, it sinks into your kids. So your kids will be in that foundation, and they could give it to their kids, and their kids will give it to their kids. Now, what you did was you built a legacy. But even if you stumble and even if you fall, you still could do right. You still could change your future, not your past, but your future. You could change it. And that's only one thing. You have to tell yourself, I can't blame nobody but myself. I have to have a better life for myself.
So you're responsible for everything you did.
Exactly.
Now I'm trying to understand something. Wait a minute. We're on to something. So you're responsible for everything that you did, right? Or rather, humans in general. Humans in general. Whatever choices you made, and I'm happy that you are man enough to admit it. Whatever choices you made was choices that you made, and it wasn't nobody else's responsibility. Correct? I'm trying to understand. That's what you're saying.
Correct.
So if you made a choice to decide to do something, and even though it included somebody else, you chose that person to make that choice with, right? Like if you was robbing a car, or you picked the guy, and if the guy told, it was like, well, you know what? I chose the guy to rob the car with, right?
You made a choice to be in the car. You made a choice of being in the car. You made that choice.
And then he snitched on you and said, yo, you did it. it's my fault because I chose the guy to hang out with. I should have known his character, right?
What you should have known from right from wrong first before you got in that car. You should have known what he was up to and then make the decisions. Yo, you know what, bro? I don't get down like that. You know
now,
what I'm saying?
What if you both of y'all decided to rob the car? Both of y'all did it. You decided. So then both of y'all are wrong. If he snitches on you, that's his character.
But it's your fault. It's your fault. You decided, knowing that was a stolen car, that you know the consequences if you get pulled over. You also know the consequences that whatever you're going to rob, that if somebody gets killed, you cannot blame somebody else. You could have turned around. You could have went another way. You can't be blaming people for your actions. It's a choice. God gave you free will. So it is your choice. The consequences you have to deal with. You can't blame your mother or your father.
We're not talking about
in the house. Maybe they're working. That left you alone.
Your mother.
Left you alone.
About the situation.
But it all falls apart. It all comes together. You cannot blame, sir. You got to know your surroundings. You got to know your people. Why be around people that don't care about you? That I'm pretty sure.
You a question. You're veering off the question. So you're telling me that you think that goes for everyone. That's not just me.
Everyone.
I'm happy you said that. So why the hell you giving your mother a pass? She chose your father. And you dogged your father out.
What does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me?
It doesn't.
What's that have to do with me if they didn't get along? What's that have to do with the child? It has nothing to do with the child.
You blamed your father.
It has nothing. The child was never asked to be here. It was between the father and the mother. But that doesn't mean because they don't get along that I'm going to turn out the way I turn out, then I blame my mother. It's not the way it goes.
So, in other words, it doesn't apply to your mother.
It doesn't apply to nobody but you. You only can blame yourself, sir.
Okay, so
if she chose my father or my father chose her, that was between them.
So why would you say
me in the world? And they brought me in the world.
Why would you say
which you should thank God because it takes two to make a life.
Okay, but how could you blame your father on that?
Who says you're going to blame your father? I'm saying you don't blame nobody. You don't blame nobody. I did not say you blame your father. What I said was you cannot blame nobody but yourself.
But earlier you said, and I quote, he wasn't a man enough to stick around.
Okay, so he wasn't a man. He wasn't man enough to stick around. I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to blame him. He ain't stick around. Yo, bro, he ain't stick around. Who cares? It's his loss.
That's not what you said.
It's his loss to see the way I become as a man and become a better man than he can ever did. Because not only I'm here, I'm doing the right thing.
That being said, if she would have chose someone that she would have been with, wouldn't she have been around you more? Because she chose him.
Who knows?
She had to work.
Nobody knows.
She had to work.
Nobody knows.
And not be in the house.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So you can't even say that. You can't even say if she would have done the right thing that he would have stood around, that you would have not done what you did. It's plenty of parents that are together and their kids are rotten.
I'm not talking about. I'm not even talking. But see, that's all I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the fact that you're saying that, oh, well, the blame can't be on nobody, yet and still you're not applying it.
So what you're saying is I should be blaming a parent?
No. What I'm saying is the same way how you feel that is one-sided and women go through so much and whatever. If you was true to what you said, you will realize it goes both ways.
Okay, you just confused me. You just confused me because a minute ago you were saying that because the king is not in his house, that these kids are running crazy. Go ahead and read that comment, bro.
I don't read people with red hairs comment.
She made a decision that never left her responsibilities and stood by her decisions and took care of her business. Do you have an argument with that? Because I think she's absolutely right. She made a decision.
There could be two things. See, that's the point. There could be two things right at the same time. That could be right and that could be true. But the same thing on your father's side. I'm tired of men beating on other men, yet and still, I'm pretty sure you dealt with women in your life that you cannot deal with. You cannot be a part of their life because how hectic and how nasty they are.
Yeah.
But it's all right. But everybody be dirty macking. Yeah, I know he wasn't nothing. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Man, you know how that woman is. She's with you. There's men doing that. She with the guy. And he knows that he's walking on eggshells because he knows how she acts. Come on.
But maybe if he was doing the right thing, he wouldn't be on eggshells. Maybe if he was handling his business, he ain't have to worry about what his woman is doing, because if she sees that you doing your business, she's going to be doing hers.
That's not how they work.
How they work, Kobe?
That's not how they work, and you know that. There's a formula to it. We could discuss that off air, but there's a formula to it. And it basically is what you decide to deal with and what you decide to take from her. I don't take nothing, so I'm the bad guy. Whatever. I can be the bad guy.
You the bad guy, bro? I don't believe that. That I don't believe that you're the bad guy, bro. Oh my God. I don't believe that, man.
I can be the bad guy. I have no problem with being a bad guy in my life. You know why?
Wow.
Darth Vader was a badass.
And he also was alone. He also was alone, sir. Darth Vader didn't have no wife. So if you want to spend your time out here, and that's on you, sir. Treating these women,
I'm not like bowing down to no broad.
Underneath your shoes, you're going to end up by yourself, or you're going to end up with somebody worse than you.
I'm not bowing down to a broad to be with her. She's going to be with me.
Well, yeah, you're going to be with each other. You're going to be with each other.
You're not listening. Hear me. You have two ears, one mouth. She is going to be with me. I'm not going to be with her. It's my time.
Kobe, you got issues, bro. Well, you kind of got a good scenario about that. Yeah, you choose the woman that you want for the rest of your life. All right. Hopefully she's a good woman. If she has kids, she has kids. That doesn't make her a bad woman. You take the kids, you take the good, you take the good with the bad. Sure, she's been in other relationships. Maybe she's been in an abusive relationship. Okay. And there's certain things she won't let go because it's in her mind. Like if you argue and you yell, maybe that bring her a flashback.
What? I wish. Yo, where do y'all get this from? No woman should be allowed to put you in your place ever. Ever.
I didn't say put you in your place.
If you
sir.
said what you just said, we could play it back. If you don't act a certain way, she don't act a certain way. No.
What I said is,
not.
if you don't handle your business as a man, how you expect a woman to follow you? If you're not at work and taking care of the house, how you expect for her to do the same thing? If you're a drunk and you out there drinking every night and not working, what do you think she's gonna do?
I wouldn't know. I don't experience that. I'm upper echelon. I don't have to worry about such things.
Y'all, can y'all please come and get your man?
That's low frequency people.
Because after tonight, I'm retiring. This guy's giving me a headache. Wait till Tata and wait till Misty get at you on this one. I hope they watch. And I hope Unc. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in here, because this man here, you need a doctor, bro. You need a shrink or something.
Black Hoodie Kobe. Yeah, I'm in rare form tonight. I'm not taking no bull crap. Y'all can leave me alone. I'm not in it. There is no way, no how that I will be on somebody else's program. I worked my ass off to be where I am. I'm upper echelon. You have to get on my program, baby.
That was a famous song that the Nas sung.
Or be with somebody that you don't want to be with.
And his song was very, very, very nice. It actually was very motivated. I know I can be where I want to be. If you work hard at it, you be where you want to be. Kobe, if you work hard, bro, you be all right, man. You just gotta work hard at it, Kobe.
Nah, I worked hard all my life. I don't have to do it no more. Hard is how I do things. Hard is how I do things. So I don't have to go in that direction. If I always go,
and what
hard,
direction is that? What direction is that? Please tell me. So tell everybody.
I don't have to work to be prepared, because I'm always prepared, because I'm always working hard.
So you work hard and you don't want a good woman by your side? You want a youngster at the age of 18 because you think she's a new car and you don't want an old car? You don't want somebody your age?
So if
you don't want somebody at your age that don't have kids, which that's very rare.
There you go. I don't want a damaged vehicle.
And you saying you're not damaged? You're not saying that men are not damaged going into a relationship?
I choose the car. I don't care what. I could have a limp. I could have a missing limb. It doesn't matter.
You're gonna have a missing limb, and you keep on talking like that. People gonna get at you here.
You,
Kobe.
I don't care. What are you gonna tell me for the truth?
And what is the truth, sir?
The truth is, in order to deal with somebody that has the means and upper echelon, you're gonna have to deal with their program. You don't have to go. I don't have to go on nobody else's program. I just don't. I know the boldness and the brashness people don't like, but I don't care. Why should I care? I work to where I'm at. I'm not in a dry cleaner. I don't work in a dry cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deliver. Yeah. I don't deliver groceries. Why should I care?
And what is wrong with groceries? What is wrong with working from the bottom all the way to the top? You do groceries today, you could be owner of a whole grocery store.
Okay.
Whole chain of them.
All right.
What's wrong with that?
What you just said is my point. I don't have to do that no more. That was way back. I worked up.
And that was a choice you made, right?
Exactly. So
and so failure or success, you only could give yourself that pat in the back, right? Nobody else.
Nobody. No.
So if you failed, you can't blame nobody neither, right?
Nope.
You got to give yourself that pat in the back and say, "Your buddy, you did real good here, even though you did bad," right?
I kick my ass more than I pat myself on the back.
And so you proved the point that I just had. Thank you, sir. You cannot blame nobody but yourself, good or bad.
What are you trying to prove?
I'm telling you, before you were blaming the women, single women.
I didn't blame
for having kids.
I didn't blame
and those kids end up in jail, and it was because they were a single mother. Now you saying is,
I told you the
I don't have to work no more because I've made it. Because you made it.
Wait, I gave you a fact. So you telling me giving a fact is blaming? I'm not blaming anybody. I'm telling you the truth. It's a fact. 79% of the people in jail are raised by single mothers. That's it. It's like, I don't know. What more do you want from me? It's the truth. I didn't make that number up. It is what it is. The incarceration rate, it is. That's just what it is. I have a family member that works there. I'm very up to date on that.
Kobe Stitch says that you need to go down for a dumb young woman.
I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that troll any attention.
And Bear is saying, Kobe, are you single? Of course he is. Don't you hear the stuff that he's saying? Only a single man would say something like that. And I don't think even single men would say something like that. And here's how that works.
And here's how that works. If I'm single, it's because nobody was able to step up to the challenge.
If you're 17 or 18 or even in your 30s and you're single, holla at Kobe. Kobe has open enrollment.
What you say?
Open enrollment for Kobe's list. If you're 30, you have no kids.
What's the age required? Let me hear the age.
20, 30. That's a little too old, right?
Hey, if you like vintage women, why are you knocking me for not being a cuck? If you want to deal with a woman so you could deal with her boyfriend that she had previous, go ahead. Why you getting mad at me? I don't get it.
And you want to deal with a woman that has a daddy and he's got a nigga be cool stick.
Wait. You're right. I do. One of my prerequisites is a woman that has a father. Yes, absolutely.
They all have fathers, sir.
So what are you talking about? I think you make no sense.
No, you make no sense. You said you gotta deal with a woman that has a father. And I said, yes. They all have fathers. We all have fathers.
Okay. But
there's one father that has never left us. That's always there. And it's the father you really need the most when you're on your knees and praying. That's the father you really need. Kobe, you need more than the father right now. You need the Holy Ghost.
You can wrap this up because I don't want to hear nothing about I don't want to hear no more of these simps with their woman's picture inside.
You know what, Kobe? You are dead wrong, bro. He loves his wife, bro. And he's proud of it, man. And she's a good woman. And she's not the only good woman in here. Bear is a good woman. You got a whole bunch of good older women. It's You know what, Kobe, man. Go ahead and say goodbye to everybody, Kobe. Jesus Christ. And thank everybody. And if you have anything else you want to say,
be nice.
You're welcome.
And maybe Kobe with the hoodie won't come back.
Oh, we're going to have him back. Kobe, we're going to wrap this up, bro. Thank you. It was a wonderful show. I love doing it with you. And that's right, Kobe. You are proud of your wife. I'm proud of women, period. Women have a hard job. And I'm not one to knock it. Heck no. Y'all, we about to end this, man. I want to give a shout out to Ron Stitch. I want to give a shout out to Bear. And shout out to everyone tuning to the Jump Podcast. Please, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost y'all anything. Just go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe, y'all. And I want to give a shout out to Kobe in these crazy situations. Y'all, till next week, man. Remember, y'all, put God first, y'all. Peace, y'all.
No one's safe.
Let's go, Cam.